As a few of you who have seen my channel before may know, I am a fan of Star Citizen. I began backing in November of 2020, and by May of 2021, I had invested quite a substantial sum backing a project that seemed almost too good to be true. Space simulators have always been a dream game for me, and everything about Star Citizen checked all the boxes in a way no other game ever did. But there was a catch. Total persistence streaming, multiple jump points spanning hundreds of systems, with full ship interiors, with multi-crew capital ships and tradable resources that players would be lining up to buy from me. What wasn't there to love about all that was in the works? I mean, I am a huge Warhammer 30k fan, and thoughts of being a rogue trader or shipmaster played dancing lights through my thoughts, filling my heads with ideas, prospects, and ways to play this new groundbreaking game. The problem is, none of those ideas were actually in the game. Now, if you're expecting me at this point to complain about how much this game hasn't lived up to the expectations or its, quote, 10 to 12 year development cycle, or even how much money has been, quote, dumped at the feet of Chris Roberts, I'm gonna stop you right there. All of these points have arguments and counters, and even all those counters have arguments and counters. To me, playing the game sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day, every single day, was exhilarating and fun. Damn the naysayers, and damn the sour old grumblers. Nothing was going to stop me from being on the bridge of my new Kraken privateer with a fleet at my fingers. Except, the privateer didn't exist. Trading didn't exist. The 100 systems didn't exist, and persistence didn't either. All those goals and expectations I set for myself on what the game could and would be and what it was in reality came at me like a brick wall in December of 2021 after my first full year in Star Citizen. But what is the point of all of this, you may be asking yourself? You are to blame for all of your own expectations, and you are the one who spent the money. Absolutely. I agree, and to my own discredit, maybe I should have taken it in smaller strides. The story I want to tell is about how much hope and joy this project gave me to be on the cutting edge of new gaming technologies and systems. Not that Xenothreat 1 and 2 weren't an absolute blast, and certainly Ninetales had its merits as well, with hours of playtime. They just weren't the game I wanted to play. And so, in December of 2021, I decided to see what the beginning of 2022 held in store for the game, and got myself excited for new progress, as well as trading and salvage, which were both on the horizon, especially after the CitizenCon presentation of 2021. But then came the roadmap removal announcement, the constant bash articles, and the massive amount of pushbacks, 2 of them being trading and salvage. Granted, I know for some people who have played this game for a long time have dealt with way more, and for that I salute you. But to me, these were just too much for the moment, and with newer games coming soon after, I began to lose focus on that ship's captain's dream. So I stepped away for a few months to set it on the back burner and wait. With Total War Warhammer 3 releasing, as well as new jobs and streaming, I had plenty to occupy myself with, and sadly, I fell out of playing Star Citizen entirely. The hope would have to wait for now as the game took its time moving along through development. Server meshing, Pyro, base building, trading, salvage, and more seemed as distant now as they did when I first started, as CIG struggled to make headway in the beginning months of 2021. Enter the letter from the chairman in late May 2022. And oh my, what a letter it has been, with Chris Roberts addressing the Star Citizen community for the first time since the end of 2020, when the project reached over $300 million in crowdfunding. I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but what I will do is highlight some things that are going around and that you will no doubt have heard from much larger channels before I get the time to put all this together. New gameplay loops, salvage, both ship and hand-flavored, trading refinement, cargo refactor, and bounty hunting 2.0. All of this in a delayed 3.18 that we won't see until around September due to extensive testing. And finally, Update 4.0. Persistent streaming, Gen 12 renderer, server meshing, static and dynamic, and the Pyro system. Adding to Star Citizen the second star system ever implemented into the game, and the ability and need for larger and larger multi-crew and multi-function ships. The hope begins again, and grows more and more with each extra bit of information given. CIG have been secretive about a lot, and it's both damaged and emboldened people's love and hate of the practice. But, my, what a time to be a Star Citizen player as 2022 reaches its Invictus midway mark. And here, I find myself falling back in love with the game that continues to change the way we play space simulators. Is it finished and perfect? No. Is it the best game of its kind ever created? Not yet. But as long as we maintain our optimism with a dash of moderation, it will be one day. And I'll see you all there, standing on the bridge as we look back together.